Hi, Mariah.
Hi.
Thanks for being on the Music Factory
Thank you.
with us. As I told you, we're doing a Mariah Carey week and the best of Mariah Carey. And the thing that was really difficult about that was that the best of Mariah Carey is that everything Mariah Carey has ever done. So starting with Vision of Love, what did that mean to you, your first single?
Well, Vision of Love was a song that I wrote basically right after, you know, it was like a point in my life when everything was starting to happen that I'd always wanted, like my record deal, and I was starting to do my album, and it was just a really great turning point in my life. And so that's kind of, it's very special to me for that reason. And I had most of the songs from the first album when I first, you know, the record company first heard my tape. I had a lot of the songs I had already written in high school and been working on.
Yeah, because you started writing at like 14 years old?
Yeah.
It's amazing, right?
Yeah, so it's, you know, that the songs from that period for the most part are, you know, it feels like a long time ago for me, but yet it wasn't that long ago, you know. It's just that I've done so much in a short period of time. Yeah, I guess like each album, from each album I have different memories, and you know, some might remind me of making the video, like the song Emotions reminds me of the video, which was fun doing that, because it was kind of like a crazy, loose, just
hanging out with your friends kind of thing, driving around.
Yeah, that was fun. And then Unplugged was Unplugged. I didn't expect it to be an album. I just went to do a TV show, and I had never really done live performing before. And
no, but isn't it difficult, because you knew you wanted to be a performing artist ever since you were a little girl,
right?
And you started singing at a really early age, started writing, making demos, and then all of a sudden, all your dreams come true.
Right.
And then you're out there on the stage, and thousands of people are screaming for you. And what does it do to you?
Well, it was strange for me because I hadn't thought about being a performer. It was more I thought about, I want to be a singer, I want to hear my songs on the radio, I want to write songs. And then I achieved this level of success, and I had to go out and perform, where usually people start out performing, and then they make demos, and then, you know, maybe they get songs, or people write songs for them or whatever, but I went the opposite way, so it was kind of hard, but it was okay. I mean, when I listened to that album, some things I'm like, ugh, but, you know, because it was so quick. It was just a half-an-hour show, and then it became an album forever. And then Music Box, that was kind of a fun period in my life.
Was that when you started getting really personal about the music that you make?
Pretty much. I mean, it was sort of a transitional period for me, getting even more involved doing the production of certain songs and things.
But you wrote all the songs on that album. So in that way, of course, it's a very personal album.
Right.
And I always wonder if it's not scary to be putting out everything that you think or feel out for the world to know, right? Like, this is me, making yourself really vulnerable. Isn't that scary?
It is, but you're vulnerable just by the nature of what this business is.
Yeah, but because what's the difference? I mean, you grow up being Mariah Carey, and then all of a sudden you're Mariah Carey, and people relate to you really differently. What does it do to you? How do you survive?
It's hard, but I don't want to complain about it, because there are a lot worse things I could be doing.
Sure,
you know.
But still, I mean, walking down the street, every single thing that you do, the way you wear your hair, everything that you do is being criticized by people.
Right.
And it doesn't seem fair. So I can imagine that sometimes you're at home, right, and you think like, it's not fair. I just want to sing. Is that?
Yeah, you think it's not fair, but then I guess the reason people start doing that and really are so critical of people in the public eye who are successful is because they think it's not fair. Why? They're like, it's not fair, she's doing this, why isn't it me? And I think a lot of the negativity stems from jealousy, because I used to feel jealous of people who were doing this. This is what I've always wanted to do. But when you're on the outside, you don't understand that it's not just all, you know, glitter and happiness and, you know, incredible all the time. It's a lot of hard work.